And now the session is recording, guys. Okay. All of us all of us are able to see my screen. It's recording now. So yeah. So last week on Friday we had NFP. We had an NFP market, but it didn't affect the market the way I expected because normal NFP usually have maybe high volume during the London Open, during the New York market. We should have more uh, like long candlesticks to confirm like a downtrend or an uptrend. Yeah, big candles. But on a previous class, on a previous NFP, it was like different. I've never seen like an NFP like that one. I've never seen an NFP like that one. I've never seen an NFP like that one. Yeah, so so it was very unique for me to understand that market of the last NFP. Yeah, you can see, you can just confirm, you can just check it. Yeah, you can just check it together. Yes. Yeah, so you can see this one was the last NFP. Imagine this one was NFP on Friday. Yeah, imagine this candle was NFP. Oh, I'm using a 5 minutes chart. Let me set it 15 minutes chart. 15 minutes chart. Okay. So imagine this one was NFP. Yeah. So guys, we also take this trade. Can you see this trade at the high of Asia? So this one, you can see this one it has already taken liquidity. So this one it has already taken liquidity. This one already taken liquidity. This market already taken liquidity. So I'm expecting a downtrend on this market. I'm expecting a very downtrend on this market over or GBP USD. Yeah, GBP USD. I'm expecting a very strong downtrend on this market. So because you can see actually the market has come to the high of the high of Asia, take liquidity and goes down. Yeah, though the stop loss is a bit big, guys. Though the stop loss is a bit big, you can see here this one. It's so big. Let's see. Yeah, can see stop loss is almost 25 pip stop loss. So big. Maybe you can reduce your lot size, or yeah, or you can wait for the market maybe to trace. Yeah. So I was talking about the NFP for last week. So I've never seen an NFP like this one. So imagine this one was like NFP. Let me change the time zone. Let me make my time. Nairobi. Yeah. So you can just imagine this one was 330 candle. I've never seen a candle like this on NFP. Because for example, if you can check even NFP for last week, you can check NFP for last week. Yeah, another check. You can check NFP for last week, for last month. Yeah, last month it happened on March. Let's just check. Yeah, I've never seen an NFP like that one. Yeah, I've never seen. So you can see, maybe you check NFP for last time. Yeah, I think it was Friday. No, it was not that one. Let me just check together. I've never seen NFP like that. Yeah, it was this one. Now this one you can call it NFP. Big candles, like more than maybe 30 pips. That, you know, see this 40 pips in one candle. So this one, the market went 40 pips in one candle. It was just like long, big candles, kind of like, yeah, same like CPI. Yeah, same like CPI. Like this one, you can see. Now this one, you can call it like CPI. Yeah. Yeah, but the previous one was just very weak. It was just very weak. Okay, so let's dive to the analysis of today. So we have said we have this, the first signal is we have this one, which the trade which you normally take at the high of Asia, you can see. the high of Asia. The market has taken liquidity at the high of Asia. And also for people who are taking Bollinger Bands, for people who are taking Bollinger Bands like me, for some, I usually take on my other account. Already I've taken that trade on the Bollinger Band. And also which other analysis yenye huwa tunachukua. So I usually take this one for Bollinger Bands. You can stay check. Yeah, I took this trade very early. Yeah. So this one was a trade for Bollinger Bands. Yeah, Bollinger Bands has been performing very well. You can see on Friday I got a nice entry on Bollinger Band also. You can see this entry here. You can see this entry on GBPUSD on New York market. We got a nice entry on GBPUSD. You can see the market came. You can see here the market didn't came and touch the low Bollinger Band, but it came up to the upper band and touched the upper band. So I told you guys like on a previous class that yeah, like all this system works. The Bollinger Bands, the high and low Asia, the trading the first kind of 15 minutes. It works, but doesn't work every time. But when you get a setup, you just take it. So it works over a series of trades. So when you come into the market, come with the mindset of trading for a series of trades. Yeah, because sometimes you can get discouraged. Sometimes you can get discouraged, maybe taking a trade, maybe today, maybe today you have got a losing trade. Tomorrow you have got a losing trade. The next day you've got a losing trade. So sometimes it can affect your mindset. It can affect your mood and everything. So like for me, the way I usually trade is if the setup presents itself, I usually take it. Just take it. I don't know if the market will get out. I don't know if the market will be a winning trade or a losing trade. I don't. I shouldn't. That's not my business of thinking like, oh, if this today's trade is gonna lose, it's gonna affect me like my mood today, like and everything. No, no, no. For me, I should take it and forget it about it. Yeah, because I know this account of mine. I want to evaluate my results after a series of 1 month. So I want to trade for a series of a month. Yeah. But in 5 days, in 1 week, anything can happen. You can get more losing trade, you can get more winning trades. So it's random. Yeah. And most people never get to understand this. Yeah, most people they'll get to understand this after they have lost a lot of money for 1 year, 2 years. See, guys, 1 year, 2 years, that's when someone can be able to understand like what's going on, like what's going with the market, like what is this psychology, what is this mindset people are talking about, you see? So it's totally different story. So for me, when I get a trade, I usually take it. Like I usually take it. If I get a losing trade, next trade. So you can see this one. Let's say like for example, the Bollinger Band. So this trade took on this one, and you can see the market went positive. I got +5 Wednesday. On Thursday, you can just imagine I entered the trade again, I got a losing trade. So this one was Thursday. See here again, this was a losing trade. Yeah. So just imagine if you can just miss one trade, it will really affect your data. If you lose one trade, it will affect your data. So your goal as a trader is to take every trade the market present to you. Yeah. If you get that, mindset, then you're going to be a profitable trader. Yeah. And never be bothered about losses in Forex. Sometimes I get losses. Yeah, sometimes I get 3 losing trade in a row. Like I've lost like 3 days in a row. Yeah, but I can't control. I don't have that power to control the market. That's how the market is. Yeah. Yes, that's why I was telling you guys, like most people never get this. Yeah. It took me like I remember like almost 1.5 years for me to understand this because every day when I was coming to the market, I was thinking about like just winning trade, like winning. Today I'm gonna be withdrawing this amount of money. See that? When you come with that mindset, it will really affect you. To really affect you totally, kabisa. It will affect you. So just come with the mindset of trading. Just come with the mindset of trading like any other business that you have. Maybe you're running a business. Maybe you have um, a coffee shop. Sometimes sales go down some days you can get like high sales some days sometime maybe during the week maybe on Monday you have low sales. Same thing applies to forex. So you need just to have a probability mindset, like anything can happen, and today I can get a winning trade, tomorrow I can get a losing trade, the other day, like, yeah. So your goal is just to trade like a robot. See, I actually tell people like you always trade like a robot. Yeah, always trade like a robot. Yeah. So let's check maybe let's check Euro USD for example. Let's check Euro USD for example. Check it. Um, so we have said for people who are taking the high and low yesterday, the high and low so you can see this Euro USD. So this Euro USD you can see now the market. Let me remove this Bollinger Band. Yeah. Also on Friday we had a Bollinger Band trade here on a New York market. Yeah, New York market. Okay, so let me go to 15 minutes time frame. I actually trade mostly with 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, 15 minutes time frame already see this one. Yeah. Though the stop is a bit big, see the stop loss is a bit big, more than 20. Yeah, so stop loss is a bit big. Yeah, yeah. But but yeah, sometimes when the stop loss is a bit big, I should avoid trading that market, that candle. Yeah, I should avoid trading that candle. Yeah, so because guys the reason why I usually focus with big candles, like small candles, is because I want to maximize with my risk to reward ratio. Yeah, I want to maximize with the risk to reward ratio. So you can just imagine you got a 5 pip stop loss and a 40 pips stop loss. 40 pips take TP. That's around 8%. You've made 8%. But when you get maybe like a 30%, you get a 30 pips stop loss, 30 pips stop loss, and 50 pips TP. You can just imagine that as a small risk to reward ratio. Like just like that is just like a 1 to 1. This is 1 to 1. So you don't make much. You don't make much when you have like you don't make much when the stop loss is so big. Yeah, you don't make much. But when the stop loss is a bit small, that's when you're going to make at least a good amount of income, good amount of money on your account. So so in this group, guys, I encourage everyone like to focus on the long term over trading strategy. I just imagine, I don't know, most of you maybe you are taking most of you guys, you have different strategies. Yeah, yeah, focus on the long-term goal. Focus on trading long term. Don't focus on each trade. So let me draw here, for example, this trend line. Let me try to draw here the trend line. Yeah, you can see here we have this. Yeah, actually, this one we got this one is kind of like an entry again for trend line. You can see we have the first touch here, then the second touch here, then the third touch here. So this one was your entry. I think this one was on Friday. So on Friday we missed this one. So this one was your entry. Then today this one also the market is going on a downtrend. Yeah, for this one is for, so we can say Euro USD, we're focusing on a downtrend. Let's check maybe gold. So you check maybe gold. So gold, you can see, let me go to maybe 1 hour chart so that I can check gold very well. Yeah, sorry for that. Let's check gold. Let's check gold. Okay, sorry for guys for that. Sorry guys for that. Let's check gold. So this one is a 1 hour time frame on gold. This one is a 1 hour time frame on gold. On 1 hour time frame on gold, you can see. So gold is a bit tricky to trade. Gold is a bit tricky to draw this trend, to draw the trend line, because you can just imagine. Yeah. So for gold, yeah, I can draw like this. So this one is for gold. Yeah, this one is for gold. This one is for gold trade. And so if you really want to trade gold today, you can wait for the market go up in this region. Then you can look for your entries around here. Yeah. For example, if you want to trade maybe session, maybe the high and low of the session, let me show you. Let me show you here. We want to draw the high and low of the session. Right now, the market is just between the high and low vision. So avoid those market, guys. I usually tell you guys, like most markets, the good trades always happens at the high and the low vision. You can see, guys, those are the good trades, because you can just imagine here the market makers, they have not taken the stop losses of people. We normally call liquidity traps. They have not taken the stop losses of retail traders, because upper guys, we usually say that we have more stop losses of retail traders here and here. So in this region right now this market is between the high and the low vision. So the market is between the high and low of Asia. So to mean that the market does not decided the movement, like whether it is going up or down, because the market makers, they have not entered the market. Yeah. So whenever you see the market makers entering the market, they will try to push this market. I think we have seen in so many markets which I usually analyze. Yeah, most of the times, you'll see. Yeah, most of the time, most of the times you'll see the market going up to the high of Asia or to the low of Asia to take liquidity. That's how the market works. Yeah, because here we have more stop losses of retail traders. We have more stop losses of retail traders. Stop losses. We have more stop losses of retail traders on this region and on this region. So these people, they must get liquidity. And how do these people get liquidity? Yeah. Ojo, like back before I used to think that these people that someone is saying BTMM chart, then BTMM chart. Okay, I'm gonna be setting a BTMM chart maybe as we finish. Yeah. So this is where we have the stop loss of people. So here is no reaction in the market. Here we have no reaction in the market. Yeah, no reaction in the market. Okay, so I think we have checked for Euro USD. We have checked for GBP USD. Maybe we check last one for GBP JPY, because also it's a good market. Yeah, GBP JPY. So GBP JPY also is between the it's between the low and low of Asia. So it's not a nice trade at the moment. No, it's not a nice trade at the moment. Yeah, because guys, we usually say that this is where the market is. This is where there's volume at the high and the low of Asia. That's where the volume is. That's where the volume is. Yeah. When the market goes to high of Asia, you can look for selling opportunities. When the market goes to the low of Asia, you can look for buying opportunities. Yeah, for buying opportunities. But you can see on GBPUSD, the market came and took liquidity at the high of Asia. You can see the market came and took liquidity at the high of Asia. That's why you saw the big red candles going down. Yeah, so that is a stop and normally called a stop and at the high of Asia. Okay, okay. So let me share my BTMM, then we call it a day as we finish. Yeah, as we finish, let me share my BTMM chart as we finish. Okay, okay.